Gotta take a little break at old BCFC. Take a couple stacks. Yum, yum, yum. I just love when you have recording software issues. It makes it so much easier to record. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Minecraft on the BeachBlock server. So yeah, I've recorded a little bit of an episode, and then for whatever reason it corrupted and decided it wasn't going to be a recording. So here we are again. I'm recording and I have no idea what I said before, and so now I'm going to have to think of it all over again. No, no problem. So last episode we just did a real quick rundown on what we were going to do. I hope this doesn't despawn while I'm on. What we were going to do for the beginning of this season. And so we first decided that we were going to do a pirate ship treasure hunt theme. So that will come later, because the other thing we said was we need a house. And so everybody else has kind of built a house around the beach. Well, except Eternal. He's way over there down the river. But anyway, everybody's kind of staying near the water. Let's say that, because that's accurate. And we found this little island, or not island, but this little hill with some jungle trees, 3 jungle trees to be exact, and we were going to build a tree house off those 3 and bridge them together, and it was going to be awesome and good and pure. And that is not what has happened. It has gotten so big. Look at that. So basically what happened was I got the 3 frames up there of the buildings off the 3 original trees. You can see them with the vines. I did not place those vines. Those are part of the original jungle trees that we had looked at in the last episode. And I said, no, these are going to be too big. These are 7x7 builds that are framed. I said these are going to be too big for just these 3 jungle trees. So instead I'm going to combine these 3 jungle trees. The 3 jungle trees will be branches off one big custom tree. And holy cow. It's gotten bigger and bigger because, well, that's what you have to do, unfortunately, to make it look good. And that's perfect. And so I've had to do a lot of soul searching on whether I want to do this anymore. No, just kidding. No, basically what I've done here is, off these 3 trees, I'm going to have that's where it's going to be the widest. So we'll come out here, and then this side doesn't have a tree, so I just kind of made it look the same as these a little bit, but not quite as sharp, more wide, I guess you could say. And then here we've come out kind of sharp. This will probably have to come in and then go back out to make it look right. I have kind of sunk it in a little. You can see it better here. Sunk it in a little bit, and then we haven't built the bridge, the branches yet. Those are the original branches that were under this base. I just cut a lot of the leaves out, but we'll make those bigger, and then we'll do the same thing here, which I haven't really worked on at all. But this will also have to do the same thing on that side. Yeah, so I worked on a little bit of a branch idea here. Probably going to have a little bit more come out. Maybe a little more in here. You gotta remember, this will all have leaf blocks around it, and I'll make it look good. But main thing was I wanted this angle like this, and I'm kind of thinking maybe this needs cut out a little bit. Yeah, because it doesn't quite go. I guess it does a little bit, but yeah, this needs to come in a little more, and then we'll branch it out. But anyway, that's the idea. That's what I've been working on, and it has been one heck of a journey. But it's fun. It is fun. I've never, like I said, I've never done a, never done a treehouse before, and so this is very new to me. But I don't think we would have been happy, or I wouldn't have been happy, whichever you want to say, with the 3 buildings off the 3 trees, because I should have shown a before with just the frames, maybe, without the tree trunk and the branches, because it looked really goofy. In fact, these guys, they had to sit and look at this without this trunk for a few days while I was working, and couldn't get on here, and they were probably laughing at me or laughing to themselves at my expense, one of the two, because it looked really funny. It really did. But I think it'll look a lot better once we get this tree trunk thing going. And then what I was kind of thinking is we can take some sand blocks and we can kind of incorporate them into this base a little bit, make some little dunes or whatever against the tree, like blowing sand, you know, and that'll help hide some of this at the base. I did incorporate a lot of these roots. I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not, because with the blowing sand, I mean, it depends where we want to put this sand. I don't know how high I want to go up on this or whatnot with the sand. So I've definitely decided to not have the grass blocks because of the look of the dirt on the sides of the block. I think it would look better if there was sand, since we are on the beach anyway. And I just noticed I don't want any of this. The other thing I've done, well, in fact, I've taken oak wood and kind of been incorporating it into the builds. I'll do it more often after we get all the rest of this built, just to give it a little bit different texture and look. Break up some of the monotony of the jungle wood. I've also turned some jungle wood on its side to kind of help with that also. I've taken out a lot of the flat walls. In fact, there's a wall that we kind of need to bring some wood up on and give it the more stair-stepping look. That was my attempt at breaking up the monotony also, which flat surfaces often do. Now I have plenty of jungle wood, I think, to get some more work done. Something else I wanted to tell you guys before I forget is that the BeachBlock crew made a mod pack on the AT launcher called Modplosion, and it'll be made public soon. They're hoping very soon, but they're still working on a few bugs, so it's probably a good thing it's not public quite yet, but they did a really great job. I have gone on there and played a little bit, but this unfortunately is what happens when I play. So as you can see, not the greatest. Not the greatest for me. Now, I have tried to play modded Minecraft. Probably not on the packs that I probably should have started with. I tried to play on FTB Infinity. I tried to play Resonant Rise. And I don't know, between the learning curve, I think I get overwhelmed, perhaps. And maybe scared a little bit. But with Modplosion, it's just straight up death for me. I have the hardest time. I mean, I stayed down in the in a cave just mining. That's all I was doing. That's when I finally was able to get to a cave. But you have to come out every now and then to find food and whatnot, because I didn't have a way of producing food in the cave yet. So I would venture out, and sure as heck fire, I would be killed in no time. And then I'd get killed again trying to get my stuff, and it just became the same thing over and over for me. Now, if you have any experience with modded Minecraft, it probably won't be a big deal to you guys. I know they purposely made the mods, or not the mods, but the mobs on there. They got mods. They added mods to the mod pack that purposely made it difficult with the mods. Mobs. God, talk for God's sakes. But yeah, for me, it was just way too much. Now, I'm not saying I'm giving up. I will try, but don't expect any videos from me anytime soon on that. You can go check out Eternal Dark, JT Lewis, and RB. They've all three made videos on it. I'm not sure if BC's going to make any videos on it or not. And Kraken, I think he said in a video that he was waiting on a different mod pack to come out instead. So whatever, check out those guys' channels to see if they post any more Modplosion. And then I know Eternal and RB and J2 Lewis do have videos on there. So yeah, if you want to check that out, go check them out at their channels, and then they'll also update you. I'll update you too, just in case you don't watch their videos if it becomes public, because I think if you're into modded Minecraft at all, you'll love this mod pack. It's just it's difficult for me anyway. Okay, so I've got one of the branches out off the tree, and then I've added the leaves to it, kind of how I want it. It's not perfect. It's kind of difficult when you got a what is it called? Scaffold out here and do it from underneath, and you can't stand back and look at it. You got to keep going back and forth. I really need ender pearls. But it don't look too bad. It'll look really good, I think, once we get the actual building up on there instead of a dirt frame. The branching, or the trunk, I think I like the branch that comes off it to support it. And of course this side's not done, so it kind of throws it off a little bit. So I'm probably not going to do any more to this until I have all three sides done. And then once I have that done, then I'll go back through the trunk and kind of do it the way I pictured it in my brain. Because right now it's not exactly there. It's kind of there. But like, I think this side and this side are going to be bulky because they're closer together, whereas the other side will be a little different. So I kind of also did this side a little bit, not a whole lot. But then when we come around here, it's a little bit, I gotta figure this out. This will have to be a little bit thicker, I think. And then of course once this is thicker, I think it'll come along. So anyway, that is the trunk and one branch. I'm gonna go up there with some wood and we'll start putting together one of the buildings. So here we are now at the top of the world. So we're gonna work on this house, and basically these are gonna be the outside, the dirt will be the outside frame of the house. I'm gonna use oak wood for the outside. I don't want to, or the corners, I'm sorry. I don't want to use any jungle wood, or at least jungle logs, because obviously the rest of the tree is jungle. And of course, so we're gonna use oak. I'm just going to use spruce, but I think spruce will be too dark. I don't want it... And I'm kind of wondering... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, the floor will be... here. And I'm thinking birch. And then I'll use the oak planks. I don't know why I even... Ooh. Made a bunch. I never use the birch logs in my building. Maybe I should sometime. So that'll be our floor. This is going to be our walls. Oop. You know what we could do? We could just use the logs here too. Yeah, let's do that. And I want to... that. Or maybe I want to do it the other way. That, and do the other one the other way. Let's try that. Or... okay. Now, if I do something like that, I may not even put anything here. Let's try just that. So these will be our outside. Get rid of that. Can you... or no, we want it like this. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. A little bit of a freeze there. Yeah, that might be okay. So then I'm going to take this birch wood, I guess. I guess it's going to be our walls too. That might be too much. Oops. Now, this won't be solid all the way around. It's just to give me an idea. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to have to be oak. It's too much to have the floor and your walls the same. Gosh, I did that in the same spot. Okay, so we've got a few options here. We could do the fence windows. We could do all window, or one big window, or the two glass windows. View-wise, pretty decent. This would be better. Of course, once we get some dyes, we can dye the glass, because I like the light gray, preferably. It's a little better. This is nice, though. This is obstructed a lot, although I kind of wonder what it looks like from the outside. So that's with the two glass. Now, we're still not done on this outside, but just to kind of get the glass idea. I think it kind of depends on what detail we put on that outside, other than the fences with the stairs. Definitely not that. It's too plain. Maybe that. I think I like that better, because I think it gives us more space to do some other things. Okay, so I want to add some touches here. I know I said I wouldn't use jungle wood, but we'll use jungle planks. And see if... it's such a pinkish color, though. That's the only... oop! Didn't want that. It's the only concern I have, but... it might give it, from a distance, it might give it that extra look. In here, it's a little wacky. Yeah, that don't look too bad, does it? It needs a little something, maybe. But, not bad. I wonder if I should put some... I know I said I wasn't going to use any oak logs. But I'm kind of wondering now if maybe I should incorporate them into this oak. The oak logs for my corners. And that might break up a little more of the monotony, because I think the jungle wood, the jungle planks broke it up. Because from here you can't really tell that it's really pink. I did see a guy. But I do like it. Need to look a little bit at these leaf blocks too. It's a little flat right here, so I might have to break a few of those up. But other than that, I think that's it, guys. For the outside. I'm sure something else will come to mind where I can add something to this, but with the leaf blocks on top coming over and the jungle planks put in there, I might put the jungle logs in there and see how that looks for next time or next episode. But yeah, I'm really liking it. Alright guys, I guess that's gonna do it. I think I went back up and worked on the leaf blocks a little bit. I think it looks pretty good, even in the darkness. Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay, this probably wasn't a good idea. There we go. A little smoother look, I guess. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It needs something else. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'll put some jungle. Good lord, will you steer? I'll put some jungle planks or jungle logs into the oak logs up there. Just change them out a little bit, and that'll probably change the texture enough that maybe those will look better. Stone is such a go-to for me, but with a treehouse, it doesn't really make sense to have stone. Maybe clay? Clay again. Clay doesn't look good, in my opinion, with... thought I heard some. With wood, a wood theme like this, you know. There are places where wood and clay can go together, but for the most part, clay really goes good with stone. And yeah, I can't see myself adding stone to this. So there's something else I'm gonna have to figure out. Maybe acacia. Some acacia, not the acacia logs, not the wood, because I think orange would be too much. But the gray could help, perhaps. So maybe that's something I'll look at. I know Kraken found a savanna, so there's a portal to it now. So I can maybe collect some acacia, and maybe I'll collect some clay. We do have a mesa biome that we have a portal to now, so I'll check those out. But in the meantime, guys, I think that's gonna do it. We got a lot done. We got I think we got the trunk looking pretty good. I did etch out some more, and I think it makes that branch coming off to support the house, it makes it look a lot better. There's still some work that needs to be done on it, but I think once we get these other 3 branches for the other 2 houses, or other 3 branches, the other 2 branches for the other 2 houses, I think that's gonna look really great. I am very pleased with it, even though it's a little bit plain. It needs something else, but like I said, I don't know what it is at this point, and we still got time for this build. This is just the beginning. So anyway, guys, until next time, see ya, bye.